Hey guys, so I'm sitting here near Belfast Castle on the side of Cavehill, just below the forest, and I want to go for a wee forage today and see what there is. So last year there was this plant called Alpine Lady's Mantle, and so I'd like to go up there and see if she's still about and maybe even have a wee chat about it. So hopefully that's going to happen. But for right now, I'm just enjoying the sun before my little hike up.
John Muir, a Scottish-American naturalist and early advocate of wilderness, said the following: "Allow nature's peace to flow into you, as sunshine flows into trees." It's something I relate to, and it's why I always encourage people to do the same.
So when I'm in a forest, I like to find myself a big tree that I can sit on and even just look around and see what kind of plants I can spot, what animals I can spot. And it just gives you a little sense of what's happening around you, and yeah, so my view is pretty fantastic right now. So I've mentioned wood Avens in my last video actually, about the root tasting like clove, and I found a whole lot of it here in this lovely little forest. And so it's been used for gingivitis and mouth ulcers and all sorts of similar things. Now it's actually really quite astringent. It's part of the rose family, which is something that's quite familiar with them, this astringency. It can help colic, it can help if you kind of sluggish digestion at times as well. You know, it's a fabulous medicine that we just don't use anymore. And some more modern science actually found out that this could actually help with a chemical that causes fibrillation, that's linked to Parkinson's disease and a few other neurodegenerative diseases. So yeah, I'm going to grab a bunch of this, make a tincture out of it, maybe make a tooth powder as well. And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Still in search of Lady's Mantle, I continue my journey through the forest and up the hill.
I like that big rock. Hello, big rock. So these are ramsons, or also known as wild garlic. And the whole plant can be eaten, but you don't really want to get the bulbs, because otherwise next year they'll not grow back. And in fact, if you just really ravaged an area, even without taking the bulbs, there's still a lot of issues that comes with that. From other foragers I've heard who said, yeah, they don't come back quite as good. But really, you can use this for, I'm sure you've heard, a nice wild garlic pesto. And you can actually use for cooking, and soups, I mean anything you use garlic for really. So this is Cavehill, and you can actually see the cave over there. And this area was actually a field hospital back during the one of the Irish rebellions for independence. So people would have used a lot of the plants that are up here as medicine to heal the wounds and any cuts or any even disease, I suppose. And yeah, it's a really peaceful place at the moment. And there's loads of beautiful wild plants about the place. And so somewhere up there is my Alpine Lady's Mantle. The very one I'm looking for. So I think my next plan is to walk up there and to do a trail. That's the plan anyways.
I often have to remind myself how lucky I am to live in a city that is just a short drive away from the outstanding presence of nature. While I'm close to my destination, it's not surprising that I get distracted by a luscious apple-green shrub.
And amongst the heather at the top of Cavehill, you find these little plants that have all these little red flowers, which if you actually eat them are quite tasty. They're quite sweet. And these flowers turn into bilberries. And bilberries have been used, are still being used, to regulate blood sugar actually. From Cavehill you can see the city of Belfast. And yeah, it's not so much a city, it's quite small to be a city, to be fair. But yeah, lots of friends, family, all sorts of people down there. A lot of them quarantined or self-isolating. Interesting. Well, I found what I've been looking for. And they're not quite Alpine, I don't think, but they're a little more Alpine. I'll have to check the variety, but it's a different type of lady's mantle from the one you'll find in your garden, because it's got more pronounced little star shapes, let's say. And yeah, fantastic plant. It's used in the same way that's used for that the garden one's used, which is for women's health and to regulate hormones and helps tone the uterus. It's actually part of the rose family, and it's also a very good wound healer, so it staunches blood and helps, anything, any excess fluids being evacuated, let's say. And yeah, it's amazing to see this little wild variety growing all the way up here.